Hi everyone, welcome back to Vectorial Simplified Your Learning. In this video, we are going to learn about triangles. Very basic concepts related to triangle. So let's get started. So today we are going to discuss about triangles. Triangles are three-sided polygons. For example, this is a triangle. Okay, and what about this? Can be this a triangle? No, because this part is not closed. If all the three sides are closed, we can say it is a triangle. Okay, so this is a triangle ABC. It has three sides. Three sides means AB, BC and AC. So three sides are there. Now three angles will be there, isn't it? Angle A, angle B, angle C. Three sides, three angles and three vertices. Three triangle there are three vertices. Okay, the point where line segments meets is called a vertex. Okay, so here there is a vertex, here. So in a triangle, three sides. A triangle has three sides, three angles, and three vertex. Plural is vertices. Okay. Now, then in a triangle, the sum of three interior angle. Interior means these are the interior angles. Angle A, angle B, angle C. Sum of that is angle sum property. What is angle sum property? Okay, that is sum of all interior angles of a triangle will be equal to 180 degree. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C will be what? 180 degree. Okay. Next property of triangle is sum of any two sides of a triangle. Any two sides of a triangle will be greater than So, next property of triangle is the sum of any two sides of a triangle will be greater than the third side. Okay. For example, I will show an example. We know that this is a triangle. Let it be 5 centimeter, this is 4 centimeter and this is 3 centimeter. Then let us check whether this could be a triangle. If this is a triangle, sum of two sides of triangle should be greater than the third side. Okay. So, 3 plus 4 greater than 5. Okay. 7 greater than 5. Now, 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is what? 8. It should be greater than the third side. 4. Okay, we know that 8 is greater than 4. Now, 5 plus 4. We know that 5 plus 4 is 9. It is also greater than the third side. 3. That is 9 greater than 3. So, these three sides obey the property, that is sum of any two sides of a triangle should be greater than the third side. So now we will consider another triangle with three sides, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Whether this could form a triangle, we want to check. We want to check by using this property. Okay. Let us check 1 plus 4. Okay. Sorry. We could check, that is 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 is 4. It is greater than the third side 2. Okay. This could follow then. 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is not greater, isn't it? It is equal to 3. Okay. So, this fails. This two side sum is not greater than the third side. So, this side fails. So, this could not be a triangle. Fourth property is that the side opposite to larger angle will be the larger side. Side opposite to largest angle will be the longest side. Okay. longest side. Okay, it could be very sure from a right angle triangle, isn't it? In a right angle triangle, this will be the largest side and this could be our hypotenuse because it is the side opposite to the largest angle. Okay, so these are the properties of triangle. So now we are going to discuss about types of triangles. We can classify triangles in two ways, based on sides and based on angles. So based on sides, triangles are three types, that is scalene triangle, isosceles triangle and equilateral triangle. Scalene triangle means all the sides are different measurement. Okay. Now isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means two sides of the triangle will be equal. Okay. That means here in this marking is called what? Tick or hatch. Okay, it is used to represent equal side. Okay, equal sides. So this side and this side of this triangle are equal. So two sides are equal. So we call isosceles triangle. And also the angle opposite to equal sides will be also equal. So this is the angle opposite to this side. So this side, this angle and this angle will be equal. Now third type of triangle is equilateral triangle. What? Equilateral triangle means equal sided. Okay, all the sides are equal. This side and this side are of same length, and if they are same, we know that the angle will also be same, and this angles will be what? This angle measurement will be 60 degree. All the angles will be what? 60 degree. Okay. So next type of classification is based on angles. Acute angle triangle, right angle triangle and obtuse angle triangle. We know that acute angle means angle will be less than 90 degree. In this case, all the angles. The next type of triangle is right angle triangle. That means one of the angle will be what? 90 degree. If the angle is 90 degree, we doesn't write it. Okay, we always mark it as this. That means it is 90 degree. That is right angle triangle. Now obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse angle means one of the angle will be greater than 90 degree. Look at here. We know that this will be greater than 90 degrees. So the triangle will be what? Triangle will be called obtuse angle triangle because this angle is greater than 90 degree. This angle plus this angle plus this angle will be 180 degree. Okay. So next we are going to discuss about what is a median and what is an altitude of a triangle. Okay. So we are first going to discuss median. Median means from the opposite vertex, when we draw a line to the midpoint of either side, it will be known as the median. Therefore, we know that from the vertex A, opposite side of vertex A is what? BC, isn't it? To the midpoint. D is the midpoint of BC. To the midpoint, when we draw a line from A, it is called what? Median. So a median cuts BC into, the median AD cuts BC into two equal halves, that is BD equal to DC. Now if this cuts the line segment into two equal halves, then the median will also cut the triangle into two equal triangles. Likewise, we can draw two more medians. Okay, from here to the opposite side we can draw a median. Now from this side to this side we can draw a median. Likewise, we can draw three medians in a triangle. Each median cut the triangle into two equal halves. Then three medians will cut this triangle into six equal triangles. Okay. The point where three medians meet together is called what? Centroid. What? Centroid. Okay, this is all about medians. So next topic is altitudes. What is an altitude of a triangle. The altitude of a triangle is actually the perpendicular drawn to the opposite side of a triangle. See, here in this triangle A, B, C, from A to the opposite side, when we draw a perpendicular, not to the midpoint, we are drawing perpendicular. Okay, it could not be the midpoint. Okay, when we draw a perpendicular to the opposite side, it is called what? Altitude. So here AD is altitude. Likewise, in a triangle there could be three altitudes. From this vertex to the opposite side AB we can draw one altitude, and from this vertex B to opposite side AC also we can draw one altitude. So in a triangle there will be three altitudes. The point where three altitudes meet will be what? The point where three altitudes meet is called what? Orthocenter. What? Orthocenter. Okay. So, if this is a triangle, if I draw an altitude to this triangle, how could I draw? It will be beyond the triangle. This will be the perpendicular drawn to this triangle. So an altitude may or may not lie inside a triangle. Okay. In this case, the altitude is outside the triangle. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about perimeter of a triangle. Perimeter of a triangle means perimeter will be always what? Sum of three sides. Sum of three sides. If this is A, this is B and this is C, A plus B plus C will be what? Perimeter of the triangle. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about perimeter of triangle. Okay, perimeter of triangle. We know that this is scalene triangle. In scalene triangle, all sides are of different measurement. Then the perimeter P will be what? Sum of the three sides, A plus B plus C. If the triangle is isosceles triangle, what will be the perimeter? Here A and B. Okay, two sides will be equal. A plus B. That is 2A plus B. Okay. Now, what will be perimeter of equilateral triangle? Equilateral triangle means all the three sides are equal. Then the perimeter will be what? A plus A. That is 3A. Okay. This is easy one, isn't it? Now we can check how to find out area of different triangles. We know that basically what is area of triangle? Area of triangle is what? If we know the height and base measurement of a triangle, always area of triangle is what? Area will be half into base into height. Area of triangle will be equal to half into base into height. This is the base and the altitude will be what? Height. If we can know the altitude and base. This is actually what? Area of triangle. But in some cases, if all the three sides are different and for different types of triangle, it will be difficult for us to find out height of the triangle. Okay, if we don't know the height of the triangle, we could find area of the triangles using Heron's formula. Okay, perimeter of triangle, perimeter of triangle. Okay, perimeter of triangle is what? Perimeter of triangle is A plus B plus C. If we take semi-perimeter, that is half of P, that is semi-perimeter. Okay, semi-perimeter, that is S is equal to A plus B plus C by 2. We are taking half of the perimeter. Okay, by using half of the perimeter, we could find area of any triangle, that is Heron's formula. By Heron's formula, area will be equal to what? Area A is equal to root of S into, that is semi-perimeter, into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. That is semi-perimeter minus side A, side B, side C. This is what Heron's formula. We could use this formula to find out area of any triangles. Okay. Even equilateral triangle, scalene triangle, isosceles triangle, for all these triangles we can use this formula. But for equilateral triangle, when we apply the value of A, we know that in equilateral triangle A is sides are same. A equal to B equal to C equal to what? A. Then this formula will be different. Okay. If we substitute the value sides of the triangle, equilateral triangle in this equation, we will get area of equilateral triangle as root 3 by 4 a square. So, area of triangle is founded by half into b into h. If we don't know the height h, we could find area of triangle using Heron's formula. This is Heron's formula. It is very useful if we don't know any height of the triangle. This is all about triangles in this section. In coming videos, we will discuss all aspects of triangle, that is laws of triangles, congruency property, symmetrical property, all these properties. This is all about today's video. Hope you are clear with the topic. This is basic of triangle. So if you find the video helpful, give me a thumbs up. Do share my videos with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe. So let's meet again with another interesting video. Till then,